What's up, man? If you guys caught the live yesterday, last night, the NFL live I did, you not 99% chance that you cast on something, all right? We went what? I think we went fourth or five or six on PrizePicks play card that we put together as a unit. I mean, as a community, and I think we went 4 of 6 on that parlay that I did. But in the home, I mean not home run, but the touchdown props. I mean, we went 2 for 2. We bet them straight and we parlayed them. Okay, so there you have that. As far as football, I'll drop another video today for the 2-game slate tonight, and tomorrow will probably be my early look, and we right back to the scheduled program. If you caught my early look last week, which dropped around Tuesday or Wednesday, that's when that's the juice, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep eating off Puka Nakua and guys like that. However, as far as MLB, I'm slowly but surely going to be winding down off of it. I'm only one person. I'm going to be shifting over to NFL and NBA. I will drop MLB like a bad habit as really, really quick and as soon. Okay. So as of right now, let's just go through a few things, a few plays that I can see myself getting to. Lines are all over the place right now. They're popping in and popping out. So the books are doing a lot of adjusting, but let's just get right to it, okay? Cleveland Guardians at Cincinnati Royals here. I mean, Cleveland Guardians at Kansas City Royals. We got over under 9 in this spot. We have Contra on the mound. We have Singer on the mound, okay? I was looking at numbers for Singer and things like that. I mean, at the end of the day, I know what I'll be looking at here. I'll probably be looking at some bats. My top bet probably of the day is probably going to end up. This game is probably going to end up being Jose Ramirez. He's got an 836 OPS versus righties. He's 9 for 21 versus Singer. 5 singles, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs. He's somebody that you can look at. So I couldn't talk you off the hits, runs, and RBIs, anything of that nature. Right now, like I said, I could probably try to refresh this. Okay, so some of the guys are back in effect here. Let's see. So they don't have hits, runs. Wait a minute. Right. So hits, runs, and RBIs are out only for 2 games for two guys here on 2 teams right now. But him and Josh Naylor, those are 2 guys that I'm looking at there. Josh Naylor, he's got an 877 OPS versus righties, and he's only 3 for 17 versus Singer, but I couldn't even talk you out of putting these guys in a hit parlay or something like that. Okay, so there you have that. All right. At the end of the day, it's probably, I don't know. I ain't gonna give out no sides. Line's kind of fishy. I'm not a big favorite of Cal Contra, so anything can happen here. I'm looking at those 2 guys there. All right. Singer. Let me see. Yeah, Singer has been, lately he's been giving it up, and we'll see, man. We'll see what's going to happen here. So I'm just going to give out those 2 bats there, and you can look at these guys on PrizePicks as well. As far as let's see what the total bases here. I couldn't talk off the 1.5 total bases for Ramirez. If I was taking these guys, I would probably take Ramirez number 1, Naylor number 2. But I rarely bet total bases. Hitter fantasy score is something that I would be interested in at 8 for Jose Ramirez. But I'm probably going to temper my expectations, see if I can get some hits, runs, and RBIs, and what the number's going to be at. New York Mets at Miami Marlins here. We got over under 8.5 here. All right, we have Budo, however you pronounce his name, and we have Cabrera on the mound. Okay. I was just looking at some numbers for Cabrera. Cabrera's been in and out of the lineup, as we know. He does have good K stuff. Looking at his game log, because it's probably his 3rd consecutive game here. He had came back he had been like missing a month at a time. You know what I'm saying? So this will be his third game start back here. I think he pitched 70 something pitches. Then he pitched 86 pitches. So he'd probably be in the 90 and above range right now. The case stuff for him is pretty good. He is sporting a 28% K rating there. Sporting a 28% K rate, okay. Versus right hand pitching, this last 30 days, the Mets, they've been hitting righties and they've been striking out here and there. So we just got to figure it out. All right, 25.6% K rate with a 109 WRC plus. Somebody like Cabrera, I lean towards the over there for him. Especially with these teams going to be trying out new guys and things of that nature. Last 14 days, 24% K rate with a 109 WRC plus for the Mets, and then last 7 days, the Mets are versus right hand pitching. 203 plate appearances. That's good. That's good for New York Mets, 19th and a 135 WRC plus. They have been hitting them. So it's a pick your poison type of thing, man. If you want to get there, you can get there. I might tease it down on the books to 5 for his strikeouts there, but something's telling me he can get to his K rate, all right? Something's telling me he can get to his K prop. So I'm going to lean towards the over there. Looking at some Cabrera's K numbers on the road here. So if you want to temper your expectations, I can talk you off of it. No, they're at home, right? Right. So scratch that. They're at home. So his K percentage at home is 33%. And then on the road is 24.5. Home versus lefties and home versus righties. Both of his K percentages above 32%. 32% or above. So that's what's giving me the lean towards the over. However, if I don't decide to go to his K prop, I'm waiting on the books to just, to drop out props and things of that nature. Like I said, 5.5 Ks is not a possibilities. I want to see what his outs are going to look like. It's a possibility that might get to his outs. You know what I'm saying? So both of them are in play. I just don't have any numbers on it. All right. I don't have a side in this one right now. Minnesota Twins at Cincinnati Reds. We got an over under 9.5 in this spot. Don't have a pitcher out for Cincinnati. Joe Ryan on the mound. We know Joe Ryan has good K stuff. However, he will show ability to get hit. Now we had Great American Ballpark here, so runs can be put up here in this ballpark, and Joe Ryan has shown ability to get hit here and there. Looking at his game log, he's pitched 4 in Tampa Bay Rays and Cleveland. He went 4 innings in both of those games there. Probably got his pitch count worked up. Let's see who they going against. Oh, Cincinnati. So I'm quite sure he hasn't faced Cincinnati this season. I don't know. He's going to get a K rate at 6.5. All right. So looking at his splits here, he's pitching his worst on the road. He's got a 4.67 ERA, and he's pitching his worst to his righties. So away versus let me see. Away versus righties, he's giving up 11 home runs. All right, away versus righties. All right, so he's showing ability to give up power. Versus righties, 503 slugging. Versus righties on the road, 528 slugging. Okay, so there's a few bats here that I probably could look at. On the Cincinnati side, I had to do a little bit more digging. Jake Fraley was a guy that I was looking at possibly for hit runs and RBIs, but I ain't gonna lie, I didn't do a ton of digging for the Cincinnati side of things. But on the flip side, don't know who's gonna be pitching for Cincinnati. And this is a small ballpark. The ball flies out of here. So guys like I could go through a couple guys if I have in my player pool. Jorge Polanco, 800 OPS versus lefties, 800 OPS versus righties. Royce Lewis, he's just been in fuego. 968 OPS versus righties, and 802 versus lefties. So I think I see a Connor Phillips, you know what I'm saying? So I have to really take a look and see if he's going to be the pitcher for Minnesota Twins. So I have to dig into the pitching matchup, but don't have a pitching matchup. But I definitely want to touch on this game because hits, runs, and RBIs and hit parlays and things like that is going to be in play here in this game. All right, important game there. Important game for us to be looking out to see who's in the pitching and driver's seat today for Cincinnati. Chicago White Sox at Washington Nationals. Don't have much for this game here. Over under 9. Washington, not the biggest strikeout team. Adon's pitching his worst towards lefties. So you could look at somebody like the White Sox don't roll out too many lefties, but what's his name? Benintendi. You could probably look at Benintendi. All right. With he's got you can probably look at Benintendi if you're just looking for somebody to go to here. But the usual suspects, they're going to be in play, but I'm not going to be messing with anything here from this White Sox game. Philadelphia Phillies at Atlanta Braves here, over under 9 in this spot. Interesting matchup here. Both of these teams have a lot of history versus these pitchers. I can go through BVP or anything like that, you know what I'm saying, if you want me to. But it just know these batters have hitters versus both of these pitchers. I mean, have history versus both of these pitchers. So I'm just not gonna, single out any. If I had to take 2 bats, it would probably be Olsen and Harper, even for a hit parlay. You know what I'm saying, something like that. But I probably won't be going there. All right. Right. So Philly has been hitting lefties. You know what I'm saying. So. That's one thing that you could, hang your hat on. Right, he's got to get right. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So we'll see. Philly, 97, 134 WRC plus versus left-hand pitcher in the last 30 days. Last 14 days, Philly has been WRC plus for Philly 117, and then last but not least, the last 7 days, if they face anybody, any lefties in their last 7 days, they probably haven't, okay? Because I don't see them up there on the board, all right? So they've shown the ability to hit lefties. If it is what it is, okay? And then self-explanatory, man. The Braves guys, you can get to them if you want. If these guys really throwing their stuff, the under can be in play here. If they're bringing their A game and things like that, the under could be in play here. But it's a pick your poison type of thing with me. I couldn't talk you off anything here. Milwaukee Brewers at St. Louis Cardinals. We got over in the 9 here. We have Peralta on the mound. Okay, Peralta's got immense K stuff. We know he's got that strikeout shit. All right, so I couldn't talk you off of it. His strikeouts do fall off on the road. Just to let you know that, but he does have good immense K stuff. What was that? Peralta. I can give you guys a visual on what his strikeouts look like on the road. Let's see. Let's take a look at his splits. So he's got a 4.26 ERA on the road. Strikeouts. I just want to talk about strikeouts because a lot of people are going to be on it. On the road, let's see. His K percentage at home is 35.7. On the road is 25.6. Okay. Um, it's crazy. At home, he has a 31% K rate to lefties, a 41% K rate to righties, and on the road, to lefties, he has a 20.3 K rate, and to righties, it's a 31.4 K rate. So, that helps when you're looking at the lineups. When the lineups drop, you can see who's in the lineup, what batters are in the lineup. He's striking out lefties at less clip on the road that he is at home. But still, this 6.5 is something that is doable. Okay. On the flip side, you got Wainwright on the mound, and he he's a vet, but his ass ain't all that. All right. So you got Peralta 6.5 strikeouts at -104. All right. I like this Milwaukee team a little bit more versus lefties. But I don't know what you're going to see from this Cardinals team. They can probably be pesky. They can be pesky at times. I'm going to stay off of a side here. I'm going to stay off of a side here. Maybe I might tease Peralta K's down to a 6 or something, or I might just throw it in a PrizePicks parlay. I don't know, but we will see. Okay, Cutter Crawford, Jordan Montgomery, over under 8.5 in this game here. Cutter Crawford, his K prop is sitting at 4.5 is interesting. Montgomery, his K prop is sitting at 5.5. I don't know if I'll go there, but what's intriguing to me is here in this game here is Montgomery's pitching outs here. Okay, so let's see. I know there's a couple bats over here that hits lefties well. You got Verdugo. You have Justin Turner. Those are some bats that are in play for me. I don't know how far I'm going to take them, but I'm looking at the outs prop for Jordan Montgomery here. All right, so this is a tough team. It's a tough matchup. All right, you know what I'm saying, but. Looking at his numbers here, he's got this out prop sitting at 15.5 at plus 105 here. Let's see. So he has to he's hit this number in a decent clip, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like 15 of his last 18 games, he's hit this number. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like 15 of his last 18 games, he hit this number. That's a pretty nice hit rate. I'm willing to take a shot. Versus Boston. I don't think he's faced Boston with his newfound team here. If he's faced Boston all season. And then Boston versus left-hand pitching here. Let's take a look and see what they've been doing. All right. So last 30 days, Boston versus left-hand pitching sitting at 25% K rate with a 101 WRC plus. Last 14 days, they're sitting at Boston are sitting at 26.4 K rate with a 74 with only 110 plate appearances though, and then a 74 WRC plus. All right, so I'm not gonna go any farther than that. On the season, let's check the season numbers here versus lefties. That's something we want to check out as well. 22.9% K rate with 100 WRC plus. I'll take a stab at Jordan Montgomery at 15.5 outs at home. I'll take a stab at it. Okay, we'll see. Now Cutter Crawford, his strikeout prop is sitting at 4.5. I want to say 4.5. His strikeout prop is sitting at 4.5. I think it's something that can be done here. All right. Versus right-hand pitching on the season. Let's just say on the season here. Texas versus right-hand pitching. Strikeout percentage here. Texas are 15, 16, right around the middle of the pack with a 113 WRC plus. All right. I want to say Cutter Crawford, he's hit this number 4 of his last 5 games. Even if you want to tease it down, be my guest right there. I think he could sniff it. Maybe I might not go towards it. Maybe I might just fade it. If I could get a solid 4 on PrizePicks, I might shoot for the moon there. Let's take a look. And I think it was a solid 4. Cutter Crawford. It's a solid fucking 4 there, man. Goodness gracious. All right, we'll see. I'm gonna put a couple picks up here in 1 second here. Interesting plays that I see. All right, so a solid 4 is going to be in play for me on PrizePicks. Looking at this game log here, Force K's, he's hit this in 1, 2, 3, 4 of his last 5 games. New York, Tampa Bay, the Dodgers, the New York Yankees. He's faced the Yankees twice in that span. I'm not afraid to take a stab at that 4. Okay. All right. So, and then Corey Seager, he's definitely in play here. Corey Seager, you could probably do a hit parlay or something like that with Corey Seager and Rafael Devers. Like I said, I can't take you off of Justin Turner here. I'm not picking a side here in this spot. All right. So next play here, next spot here is going to be the Baltimore Orioles at Houston Astros here. We got over under 8.5. Houston Astros are minus 162 favorites. And I'm just, I'm kind of torn between, I don't know. Usually when I'm on Baltimore, I'm on Baltimore. The bats, usually when I'm on the bats, I'm on the bats. You guys know me by now, but it just didn't pop for me. All right. I ain't gonna lie. Shit just didn't pop for me. Gunnar Henderson almost popped for me, so he's gonna be in play. On the flip side, I'm looking at Justin Tucker, and I'm looking at Yordan Alvarez. Any one of those guys can go yard, lefty matchup. I like it. All right. So those are the guys that I'm looking at. The usual suspects right now. Even if you want to throw those guys in the hit parlay, be my guest. I like it. Hits, runs, and RBIs, whatever the case may be. Okay. Justin Verlander. I can talk you off numbers for him. Maybe. I didn't look, man. I'm sorry. I didn't look. Let's take a quick look to see what Baltimore K rates and things like that has been versus right-hand pitching. K rate, Baltimore, around the middle of the pack, 22% with a 104 WRC plus. How about last 30 days? I might not go no further than the last 30 days. Let's see what they've been doing. Baltimore, right around the same thing, man. So I'll just temper my expectations, man. And, this might be the day Verlander goes crazy, but I guess. Colorado Rockies at San Diego Padres over on the 8 in the spot. I mean, San Diego, they big heavy favorites, and rightfully so. I mean, it's justifiable if you ask me. I'm definitely waiting on some numbers for Waka, like his outs and stuff. I want to know what that's going to be like because I'm probably going to be all over it. If it comes out of 17.5, I'm probably going to take it. When I look at Colorado, I filter their stuff, on the road. I don't want to filter the home because they ballpark. So I don't want to filter things like that. I just want to look at their numbers straight on the road because they ballpark produces runs. Colorado gets a bump on the road here. So on the season, all right. So versus right-hand pitching on the season, Colorado number 1, striking out with a 78 WRC plus. Ain't nobody scared of that. On the road, last 30 days, on the road, 336 plate appearances. Colorado, 28.3 WRC plus strikeout percentage with a 61 WRC plus. Okay. Last 14 days, on the road, Colorado, 26.7 K rate with a 52 WRC plus and 172 plate appearances. I think I'll leave it right there to the last 14 days. Keep in mind they did get guys like Chris Bryant back and stuff like that. So that might not reflect on the numbers, but overall, it is what it is. It's going to be money line parlays, run line straights for me, San Diego Padres. Michael Walker. Let's see what I want to take his outs. I want to look at his outs here. We don't have any numbers out for these guys, so I guess. All right, no lines out for them. I want to take a look at his outs, though. I'm probably going to lean towards his outs for sure, and the money line parlays and run line straights. Seattle Mariners at Oakland Athletics over under 7.5 in the spot. We got Wu on the mound. We got Sears on the mound. Minus 172 favorites, the Seattle Mariners. All right. Okay, Wu. He's pitching his worst versus lefties. Keep an eye out on the Oakland Athletics lineup. Oakland, they could be out to play spoiler. Wu pitches his worst towards lefties. Oakland can run out some lefties, all right? They can run some lefties out. In the last 30 days, they have not only been hitting righties, but they've been hitting lefties as well. And surprisingly, the WRC Plus been looking okay for their standards. Let's see. Oakland, 27% K rate, 100 WRC Plus. So they will strike out, okay? And then 100 WRC Plus for Oakland there, all right? That's the last 30 days. What about the last 14 days? And how many plate appearances have they seen anyone? 140 plate appearances, 104 WRC Plus with a 30.7 K rate, okay? Now, let's take a look at Wu. All right, so Wu. So his name's just not going to pop up when I put Wu in there, all right? Now, what the hell is going on? Brian Wu. I take one O off, then he pops up. This is crazy. However, let's take a look at his splits because this is important to me. And watching these lineups, okay? So we go through this all the time. Where they at? On the road? Okay, so Seattle on the road. Now versus lefties overall, Wu's giving up a 308 batting average, 562 slugging. All right. At home, he's pitching worse to lefties. 345, 691 slugging. All right. That's crazy. Away versus lefties, he gets a little bit better at 280. Batting average 280, and then 467 slugging there. Looking at some of his advanced numbers, I'm interested in his K rate. Overall, at home, he's got a 31% K rate at home. Away on the road, 19.3 K rate on the road. All right. So his strikeouts dropped tremendously on the road. On the road versus lefties, his FIP 551 with an xFIP of 678. So, you know what I'm saying? There's times where, this Oakland team run out a bunch of lefties and make it hard for pitchers. Okay. I just want to throw that out there. All right. So it is what it is. Okay. So I'm gonna be undecided all day. Now keep in mind, you're gonna get value all the time. You're gonna get value all the time versus lefties. Damn. You're gonna get value all the time on Oakland. So if you want to take batters and stuff, hits and shit, you're gonna get value all the time. Wu strikeout prop is sitting at, last time I checked, at 4.5. I mean, what was it? 5.5. It's doable. Okay, it's doable. I want to look at his outs too, man. I might stay away. I might stay away. And we got football today. I'm not rushing anything. I'm not forcing anything. All right, let's go to the last game on the docket here, and it's going to be Detroit Tigers at Los Angeles Dodgers over under 8.5 in this spot. Now we got Rodriguez on the mound and we got Lynn on the mound. Okay, so Lynn, they're gonna leave him out there. They're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, day in and day out. He's pitching his worst versus lefties. We do know that. So, but not a lot of bats that I want to look at here on this team. Now I had a bat singled out, and that's going to be Kerry Carpenter. He is 860 OPS versus righties, and then you got Lance Lynn. He's given up a 940 OPS versus lefties. All right. So Lance Lynn, as we already know, we can take a look at his game logs and stuff like that, and we can see some things. Home runs. He's got in 29 games, 41 home runs. Okay. His splits is crazy. His pitches worse to lefties there. They are at home. He's got a 5.58 ERA at home, and away he's got a 6.28. Home runs. 41 home runs overall, 23 of them to lefties. So, I mean, yeah, 23 of them to his lefties, and on the road versus lefties, he's got 14 home runs. All right. So there you have that. Now, his K stuff. So his K stuff is, it's all over the place here and there. Let's look at. Oh, you know what? They at home, right? Yeah. So they at home. So, let's see. Home versus righties. He's got a 30% K rate, okay? 24% K rate overall at home. So, I mean, I expect him to pitch good. I expect him to pitch good because this Detroit team, it's not the best, you know what I'm saying, versus right-hand pitching, especially lately. All right. Looking at their K percentage, last 30 days, Detroit, number 1 versus right-hand pitching with an 83 WRC plus in that time span. Detroit, last 14 days, number 4 in striking out with 340 plate appearances and 67 WRC plus. And then last 7 days, if we just want to be nosy, Detroit, 157 plate appearances, 28% K rate, 70 WRC plus. So, even though they got a lefty or two out there, this lineup is not scaring me. On the flip side, Rodriguez, I can see Rodriguez, dropping some Ks off over here too. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Rodriguez he's a pretty good pitcher. He's a pretty good pitcher. I'm not gonna go into numbers or things like that. It's still gonna be Los Angeles Dodgers or nothing for me. Let's take a look because I haven't looked. Let's see what K-Prop. Eduardo Rodriguez, K-Prop is in at 4.5. If he goes out there and pitch good, he can hit that. You know what I'm saying? He can hit that. Let's see. Left-hand pitching. These Dodgers, I can see he's not fucking with them too. You know what I'm saying? Just fading them as well. All right. But last 30 days, 26.1 K percentage for the Dodgers versus left-hand pitching with a 100 WRC plus. So they definitely still hitting them. And then what else? What was that? The last 30 days? How about last 14 days? Dodgers 12 for 24.2 with a 102 WRC plus. So, shit, it might be a way where Eduardo Rodriguez probably hit his K-pop. You never know, man. 4.5 is a pretty low number. It is what it is. Maybe some outs. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm not betting it. I just made my mind up right now. I'm not betting it. Okay. Some bats versus lefties that you can look at. I mean, pretty much everybody. Freddie Freeman probably be my number 1 bat. He's 4 for 9 versus Rodriguez himself with 3 singles, a double, 1,000 OPS versus lefties. You can look at JD with he's 1 for 3, 784 OPS versus lefties. Chris Taylor, if he's in the lineup, he's 2 for 4, 812 OPS versus lefties. Will Smith, if he's in the lineup, 847 OPS versus lefties, he's 1 for 3. And Mookie Betts, he's 1 for 2, 1100 OPS versus lefties. So, I get the bats, I lean to it. I get the bats leans here towards Dodgers. And then, Kerry Carpenter is probably the only bat that I'll be looking at here. If you're just looking for some home run power, you can look at Torkelson because Lynn will give up power. With that being said, guys, peace out. Next NFL game video be coming out right after this, sometime today. All right, peace.